The idea of a confrontation between the American F-22 Raptor and the Russian Su-57 Felon has become one of the most discussed and debated topics in modern military aviation. Not because these aircraft have ever met in real combat, but because they represent two very different philosophies of fifth-generation fighter design. Both jets were created to dominate the skies of the future, yet they approach that goal from opposite directions, shaped by doctrine, technology, economics, and battlefield expectations. When people ask which jet would win, the real answer lies deeper than speed, maneuverability, or weapon lists. It lies in how these aircraft think, see, and fight before the enemy even realizes they are there. The F-22 Raptor was born out of a Cold War mindset that demanded total air superiority. The United States wanted an aircraft that could enter hostile airspace, eliminate enemy fighters, suppress defenses, and leave without ever being detected. From the very beginning, stealth was not an add-on but the foundation of the aircraft's design. Every angle, surface, and curve was shaped to scatter radar waves, while internal weapons bays ensured no external payload compromised its invisibility. The result was an aircraft with an extremely small radar cross-section, often compared to that of a metal marble. This meant enemy radar systems would struggle to detect it until it was already within lethal range. The Su-57, on the other hand, reflects a different set of priorities. Russia has historically valued speed, agility, and raw kinematic performance, believing that close-range maneuverability could still decide aerial engagements. The Su-57 embraces stealth, but not to the same obsessive degree as the F-22. Instead, it balances reduced radar visibility with extreme agility, advanced thrust vectoring, and a focus on multi-role flexibility. The Russian philosophy assumes that stealth alone will not guarantee victory, and that a fighter must still dominate in a visual-range dogfight if detection occurs. One of the most critical differences between the two aircraft lies in how they detect and track enemies. The F-22's greatest strength is not a single sensor but its ability to fuse information from multiple sources into a single, coherent picture. Radar data, infrared tracking, electronic signals, and off-board information from other aircraft or satellites are all processed and presented to the pilot as a clear tactical view. The pilot does not have to manage multiple systems manually. The jet does the thinking, allowing faster decision-making in combat. This sensor fusion enables the F-22 to identify, classify, and engage targets long before they are aware of its presence. The Su-57 also features advanced sensors, including radar and infrared search and track systems, but its level of integration is often considered less mature. While it can detect stealth aircraft under certain conditions using infrared sensors, these systems are heavily dependent on range, altitude, and environmental factors. The Su-57's radar, while powerful, faces challenges when attempting to detect a jet as stealthy as the F-22 at long distances. This creates a scenario where the F-22 is likely to see the Su-57 first, track it longer, and choose the moment of engagement. Stealth plays a decisive role in beyond visual range combat, where modern air battles are most likely to occur. In this phase, missiles are launched long before pilots can see each other. The aircraft that detects first locks first, and fires first usually wins. The F-22 was designed specifically to dominate this environment. Its ability to fly at supersonic speeds without afterburners, known as supercruise, allows it to close distance rapidly while remaining stealthy. Using afterburners increases a jet's infrared signature dramatically, making it easier to detect. The F-22's ability to avoid this while maintaining speed is a major advantage. The Su-57 can also supercruise, but generally not as efficiently or consistently as the F-22. While its engines provide impressive thrust and maneuverability, sustained supercruise without compromising stealth is more challenging. This means that in a long-range engagement, the F-22 is more likely to dictate the terms of the fight, choosing when to engage or disengage. Weapons also matter, but how they are employed matters more. The F-22 carries advanced air-to-air missiles internally, preserving stealth while maintaining lethal capability. Combined with its sensor fusion, these weapons can be launched with extreme precision. The pilot often has a clearer understanding of the battlefield than opponents, reducing reaction time and increasing kill probability. The Su-57 also carries internal weapons and can deploy advanced missiles, but its engagement philosophy leans more heavily on flexibility and maneuvering options rather than pure first-strike dominance. If the fight somehow progresses into visual range, the dynamic changes. This is where the Su-57's strengths become more apparent. With advanced thrust vectoring, the Su-57 can perform dramatic maneuvers that allow it to point its nose and weapons at an opponent even at very low speeds. These post-stall maneuvers can be decisive in close-range combat, where split-second positioning determines survival. In such scenarios, agility can sometimes overcome technological advantages, especially if both aircraft are aware of each other's presence. The F-22 is no slouch in a dogfight. It is extremely maneuverable, with thrust vectoring and an aerodynamic design that allows it to maintain energy and control in tight turns. However, its doctrine does not rely on dogfighting as a primary method of victory. The aircraft was designed to avoid close-range engagements whenever possible, neutralizing threats before they reach that stage. While the F-22 can dominate in a dogfight, it prefers not to fight one at all. Another factor that often goes unnoticed is pilot workload and training. The F-22 systems are designed to reduce cognitive load, allowing pilots to focus on tactics rather than managing sensors. Combined with extensive training and real-world operational experience, this gives F-22 pilots a significant advantage. The aircraft has participated in numerous exercises and real missions, refining tactics and proving its effectiveness in live environments. The Su-57, while promising, is still relatively limited in numbers and operational experience. This gap in real-world deployment affects not just the aircraft, but the doctrine surrounding its use. Logistics and support also play an invisible but crucial role in determining combat effectiveness. The F-22 operates within a vast network of support assets, including airborne warning systems, satellites, and allied aircraft. This networked warfare approach means the F-22 is rarely alone, even when operating independently. Information flows seamlessly, enhancing situational awareness and strategic flexibility. The Su-57 is intended to operate in a similar networked environment, but the scale and integration of such systems are generally more limited. When considering survivability, the F-22 again benefits from its stealth-first design. Avoiding detection is the best form of defense, and the F-22 excels at this. Electronic warfare systems further enhance its ability to confuse and evade enemy sensors and missiles. The Su-57 also incorporates electronic warfare capabilities, but its survivability strategy leans more toward countermeasures by the end.